1. Hook your C/CD pipeline could be the reason your developers are frustrated and slow. Imagine a world where code flows seamlessly from developer to production. Let's explore why that's not the case and how you can fix it. If your pipeline is slowing down your team, you're not alone. 3. The simple explanation at its core: a C/CD pipeline automates building, testing, and deploying code. However, it can become a hindrance if it's not set up correctly. Here are a few ways this happens. Long build times: as your code base grows, build times can skyrocket. This leads to developers waiting around instead of coding. Inefficient testing: tests that take too long or fail incorrectly can derail a whole deployment. Poor feedback loops: if developers don't receive quick feedback, they may repeat mistakes or create new bugs. Understanding these problems is the first step toward a smoother pipeline. 4. Real-world example: let's look at a real startup, TechFlow, which faced significant C/CD slowdowns. TechFlow had a small team of 5 developers. Their C/CD pipeline took over 45 minutes to build and test code changes. This was primarily due to a growing codebase with 50,000 lines of code, a testing suite that executed 300 tests, with an average runtime of 10 seconds each. Lack of parallel execution: tests ran sequentially. Developers often face delays, sometimes waiting over an hour to see their changes reflected in the staging environment. This led to decreased productivity and frustration. The team lost approximately 20 hours weekly because of these delays. After implementing changes, they reduced the pipeline time to just 10 minutes by optimizing tests and using parallel execution. 5. What to do instead if you find your C/CD pipeline slowing down your developers. Here are actionable steps to take. 1. Assess build time: track how long your builds take. Aim for a target of under 10 minutes for a successful build. Use tools like Jenkins, CircleC, or GitHub Actions to gather metrics. 2. Optimize your testing suite: identify slow tests. If a single test takes more than 30 seconds, consider refactoring it. Split tests into unit, integration, and end-to-end. Run unit tests on every commit, while integration and end-to-end tests can be run less frequently. 3. Implement parallel test execution: use C tools that support parallelism. This can drastically reduce testing time. For example, if you have 300 tests running in 10 seconds each, instead of running them one after another, split them into groups to run simultaneously. 4. Improve feedback loops: set up notifications for build status in your messaging apps like Slack. This keeps everyone in the loop. Encourage a culture where developers check builds as they work, rather than waiting for the end of the day. 5. Regular review and refactor: allocate time every sprint for pipeline reviews. This can prevent issues from snowballing. Keep track of changes that slow down your pipeline and address them immediately. 6. Common mistakes: here are 5 common pitfalls to avoid when managing your C/CD pipeline, along with ways to steer clear of them. 1. Ignoring build failures: letting failed builds accumulate. Set up mandatory notifications for build failures to ensure immediate action. 2. Overcomplicated pipelines: adding unnecessary steps in your pipeline. Simplify the pipeline. Aim for a clear structure that only includes essential steps. 3. Neglecting documentation: failing to document the pipeline. Maintain clear documentation on how to troubleshoot and manage the pipeline. This helps new team members onboard faster. 4. Not testing locally: relying solely on C for testing. Encourage local testing before code is pushed. This saves time in the C/CD pipeline. 5. Forgetting resource limits: overloading C resources. Monitor resource usage. If using cloud-based solutions, ensure you're within your limits to avoid slowdowns. 7. Quick checklist: here's a quick checklist to keep your C/CD pipeline efficient. Is the build time under 10 minutes? Are slow tests identified and optimized? Are tests running in parallel? Is there immediate feedback for build failures? Is documentation up to date? 8. Summary plus CTA: your C/CD pipeline should empower developers, not frustrate them. By optimizing build times, improving your testing suite, and ensuring quick feedback, you can create a more efficient workflow. If you face challenges with your pipeline, Share your experience in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe for more practical tips to boost your development process. Bonus practical tip: if you're unsure what to pick, start with the simplest option that ships today. Then measure for 7 days, latency, errors, deploy time, and cost. Only upgrade when metrics force the decision, not fear.